Congressman. My name is Ken Springer.
Mr. Springer.
And I live in New Providence along with my wife Judith.
Very good.
And my son and daughter-in-law recently moved into the city as well, to the town as well.
Very, very good.
I want to share the first speaker's commendation that you get up here and hold a town hall. I know it's not easy to often hear views that may disagree with you or you may not want to hear, but I think it's very important to have an honest exchange of views. President Trump has just returned from his first visit overseas, during which he cuddled up to the autocrats in Saudi Arabia and snubbed many of our NATO allies, to one extent even shoving the leader of Montenegro out of the way to get in a picture opportunity. It seems to me that this alienation of our NATO allies and this cozying up to the Russians is just what Vladimir Putin wants to happen. And I'd like to know if you are satisfied with the direction that our foreign policy is headed in, and if not, what do you intend to do to voice your vigorous opposition?
What I intend to do is answer your question. And regarding the president's trip, I do think that it would be wonderful if somehow peace could be brokered between the Palestinian Authority and Israel. And it's a very difficult situation, and I'm not sure that any president, particularly any new president, can bring that about. And as you know, presidents have tried. President Clinton tried, and President Bush tried, and President Obama tried.
The question was directed toward our NATO allies.
Yes, I'll certainly answer that after the question. Now, I favor democracy in the Middle East, and clearly Saudi Arabia is not a democracy. Israel is the only true democracy in the Middle East, ladies and gentlemen. And I am a very strong supporter of Israel. I am one of 4 co-chairs of the Israeli Republican Caucus in the House. And Israel tends not to be a partisan issue in Congress. There's very strong support for Israel on both sides of the aisle. And so I hope that we can begin the peace process anew in that region, but I don't know if that's possible. Regarding our NATO allies, I am a strong supporter of NATO and believe in Article 5. And as I read history, NATO has been an indispensable organization, not only benefiting Europe, but benefiting us here in the United States. Now, I also think that some of our NATO allies should do a better job regarding defense spending in their countries. And there are some countries that have met the 2% goal, and of course, we meet it, but there are other countries that have not. And I hope that those countries that have not can move in the direction of 2%. Would I have stated that publicly in the principal speech I gave at NATO? I probably would have done it more privately in multilateral discussions with NATO allies. But I do think that we should encourage NATO allies to meet their responsibilities, not necessarily this year or next year, but over time. And I certainly continue to believe that the NATO alliance is indispensable. Thank you. spoken that I believe that what I will do is appropriate funds at the level of Congress for making sure that we meet our NATO responsibilities. The next question, yes, sir.